everyone, welcome to Dedicated Dentist, myself Faryal. Make sure you share, like and subscribe. Thank you.
So we'll talk the basics of model analysis. This is the most requested video. So without wasting further time, we'll just start measuring. So we first calculate the total tooth material. That means we take the total width, mesiodistal width of each tooth till first molar and sum them all up. Similarly, for the mandibular arch, you should take the whole width, okay, not just this much, the mesiodistal width, okay, the broadest point of contact. From that you should measure and add them all up. Okay, this way you can add them all up and write the total tooth material, which is 100 in maxilla and mandible 94. Then you should add all these incisors, the sum of incisors 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 7 and 8 plus 9 plus 9 plus 8. Now we measure the maxillary proclination. So we keep the scale on the proclined anterior, the most proclined one, and from the deepest part of the sulcus to the scale, and with the help of divider we measure that and note the measurements in mm. So it is 10 mm, but we do minus 2 because normal overjet is 2 mm. So we subtract the normal one from it, that is our proclination is 8 mm. Now you can also see the crowding. Also you should measure the arch length, that is from the mesial of first molar to the mesial of another molar across the arch. Okay, that is the arch length. You should also note the spacing present. We'll utilize this in the space analysis to when we have to draw the conclusion on whether we need an extraction or expansion. We'll utilize these spaces. So you see this crowding. Now we see if the midline is shifted or is coinciding or is in center on the knot. So you just draw it with the help of a pencil on the cast from the frenum and see if it is lying exactly in the center or not. Occlude the cast and you can ensure that they are coinciding. If not, then you can write the midline is shifted to the left or right. But yes, it is coinciding. So it's in the midline. Midline is not shifted, right? Now we measure the depth of the palate. All you have to do is keep the skin on the occlusal plane, and then with the help of divider, again from the deepest part of the palate till the scale, we take the measurements with the help of divider. So the depth of palate comes to 22 mm. Now we measure the curve of spee. Again, we place it from the tip of the canine till the molars, and we take the divider, keep it in the interdental area between two premolars. Okay, from the scale till the interdental area and measure it. So it is very small here. It's around 2 mm between two premolars. So yeah, it is 2 mm. Now we have seen that there is crowding. Okay, so we divide the arch into segments. We take 3 teeth, then these 3 teeth set, then these 3 teeth set, and then these 3. Okay, so we divide the arch into segments and measure this. Assuming that I have already mentioned the segment measurements, it is around 31, 15, 15, 25, that we get 86. Now we subtract this from the total tooth material of the mandible. We have already calculated that, that is 94. So 94 minus 86, that comes to around 8 mm. So 8 mm is the crowding in the mandible. Now we measure the overjet with the help of divider from the incisor ledge of incisors till the upper incisors. Okay. Some measure it with scale, but I suggest you use a divider. That will be more accurate. Keeping the divider at the incisor edges of upper and lower anteriors, we measure that. Also check that occlusal relationship of the molar, it is class 1. That is mesiobuccal cusp fitting into the mesiobuccal groove of the lower molar. Mesiobuccal cusp of first molar. Now we measure the overbite. How the upper incisors are overlapping the lower. So you keep the pencil across the maxillary incisor edge and draw the lines, and thus with the help of divider you measure it. This is again very small. Again 2 mm. So 7 mm was our overjet and overbite 2 mm. So that was all about the model analysis, guys.